Hello, welcome to a pretty crazy battle. I've got my assassination squad put together, a Glade Lord and 3 Waystalkers, and they're here to kill. It's a really wild affair, this entire battle here. 20 minutes long and non-stop battling after a certain point. We've got Midland, the Wood Elves, and a Dwarf faction. We're fighting Chaos, Wood Elves, and Dwarves too. Midland begins over here, he begins to move away. Thankfully he didn't charge right in, he's got steam tanks up here too. They did play at a smaller unit size, but I wasn't actually mad about it. At first I was like, okay, weird, I don't like it. But it ended up being a really fun battle. In the very beginning I tried to do some damage. I did pretty much nothing. I was very let down by that first volley of my ability of Era of Carnuous. But there's a lot that I do in this battle. I was a little bit worried. I actually didn't know how it would go for me. I haven't tried my little hero build over here, but I wanted to give it a go. And we don't really have trees to utilize, right? What open field? My idea behind gaming in Total War is that I just like to have fun. I like to change up my builds and I like to try new builds. I mean, there's always cheese in like any RTS game. What might be more efficient, what might just be able to win against unskilled opponents, but I don't really care for that. I don't really care about winning or losing, just did I enjoy the match? I mean, that is my major question, and that is how I apply my gameplay to every game. Whether it's a single player campaign, whether it's multiplayer, and I know it's not really according to code, but whether I win or lose is not a big deal. And I like playing on more gold, usually, just because people can come up with very creative builds, whereas if you play on a lower amount of gold, people kind of want to min-max it a little bit more, going, oh, I wonder what I could do with that. Whereas when you have like 15 to 20,000 more gold, you can end up doing some crazy builds where you can do some crazy things, for lack of a better word. Okay, the dwarf player has a lot of artillery, currently launching all of that at my face. We're looking at miners, iron breakers, we've got quarrelers, thunderers over here. The wood elf player has eternal guards, he's got a Durthu, a spellsinger of shadows. The chaos player has got a hell cannon, a gore beast chariot, chaos warriors with great weapons, a giant, aspiring champions. They're probably very effective on a lower unit count, I would imagine. It's gotta be. I'm using, right now, my units to shoot whatever I can. And I end up hitting their artillery, and doing quite a bit of damage to them. And even destroying one catapult. In the very beginning, I tried to use my abilities in cycles, that way I could use them all together, but later I kind of fall out of that habit. And then I'm not in sync. He did bring in Boris Todbringer, much respect. I actually enjoyed all of my opponents for the battle. We did have someone with like a poor connection, I think, or a few people, which was really unfortunate, but we don't have dedicated servers, so I mean, that will happen. For some reason, though, the Wood Elf player sent out Durthu. I had no clue why, but I got to net him down. The prey of Anath Rema. He might have been thinking that he could use a Despair Lamentation or Lamentation of Despair on me. It didn't work out for him. I'm pelting him now. I want you to keep a hero and lord kill tracker for me. I wish I could just like put the little dings up and have a little ding for each one that I go after. But we immediately melt him away. Leadership going down. Wavering. Breaking. And still fleeing. I'm gonna touch that butt. I'm gonna do it. What a weird butt. I don't like it. But now he's down. Goodbye, Durthu. He's gone and down for the count. One enemy lord is dead. We've got Ungrim Iron Fist and a Thane for the dwarf army. And here's Midland engaging. I had a few other battles, and here's my reason why I didn't have a PvP video up at 2 AM like I often do. There's a patch, and a patch invalidated all my other replays, and I could have played them out, but you'll end up having weird units standing still, and I didn't want to have that happen. And the outcome of the battle will change up too, because when you change up stats in a replay, it's basically just replaying the battle. It's not like in StarCraft 2 where it's a recording. No, it's actually replaying the battle according to what went down. I do hope one day we will get better replay tools. Steam tanks took a little bit of damage. Not a lot of kills, but enough. I'm over here still hitting. Bringing up my archers now to try to do some damage. My poor scouts took a lot of damage. I mean, they were not meant for a open field, not like the one we're on. Gotten a few kills, good. Spellsinger, I probably should have gone after in the very beginning, before Ungrim, but I didn't quite do that. Hell Cannon's now shooting down the dwarf player. Not hitting initially. It's a flame cannon. Artillery would have been better, though. Would have drawn our enemy to us immediately. And if you look at it, the Empire player is really skirmishing, or was. They were kind of fighting back and forth using Boris Todbringer. He didn't get to do a lot. Didn't have the range to hit him outside of the Hell Cannon. 27 kills for the Hell Cannon. Yeah, they're shooting at my little trio. Well, not trio. Whoa! My Glade Lord and a trio is what I should say. And I will say. Ooh, some damage to my Glade Lord. Here's Ungrim on the front lines, and I was like, oh, hey, Ungrim! And I begin to shoot at him. I begin to plink at him. Plink, 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 plink. Like that. I probably don't need to add in the sound effects. There are people who design sound effects for a game. I don't need to do that. Not as much damage as I had anticipated. We do outrange the dwarves, and that's why we can do alright. But we're fighting wood elves now. Killing a few of them. My dwarf ally is still holding up. Yeah, the Grudge Stars couldn't do a lot. I invalidated a lot of them. I'm using my arrow Cornus again, getting a few kills. We're not in sync now. Midland's now moving over here to come help us out, which is cool of them. Much appreciated, Midland. And my scouts didn't get to do a lot. I probably should have saved them for later. That would have been amazing if I brought them in fresh. There's the flame cannon. Spearmen are being shot up. Glade Fire Guard with Starfire Shafts, and we've got a Grudge Thrower, 10 kills. Hell Cannon still shooting down at my ally of the dwarf player. Getting a few kills. Actually, a lot. It's unfortunate. The flame cannon's now hitting their quarrelers and they're returning fire. That's good. I'm not trying to concentrate fire upon their archers. Didn't get to do a great job of it. But we still take out a few groups here and there. You're going to watch random arrows pop out. I end up hitting Ungrim quite a bit, though, with all of my arrows of Cornus. Yeah, they use that ability right over here. That did a tremendous amount of damage to my poor wood elves. Ah! Didn't like it. And there we go, hitting Ungrim. He's not dead yet. But I do go after him. It's a bit more of a battle, but I've never had a skirmishing battle last for so long. Wait, did you heal him? Is that what you did? No, you're a shadow. You can't do that. Okay, never mind. I thought he or she did. Maybe not. Yeah, there goes my Glade Guard with Hagbane tips, and I'm still trying to hit Ungrim. Could have got more kills going after the infantry, but targeting lords and heroes with my little assassination squad is probably a better idea. There's my allies. No kills yet. I don't know why they're holding fire, but they are. We got Ungrim again. Hit him twice. Unfortunately, I've learned to not stagger it like that immediately. One shot didn't do any damage because of that. I probably could have dropped them down even more. I wanted to try to kill their leader. If they were going to wait back here and not advance, I mean, if I had artillery, I would do that too. So I saw it as a viable way to kind of have them advance. It's like my own long cooldown artillery that does a lot of damage. Spellslinger would have been a great call to take down and invalidate their magic. They're moving back now. They couldn't win the skirmishing phase. Whew. Oh, wow. Flame cannon cutting you in half. Pretty weird. If you look at the balance of power, it's pretty tit for tat. Chaos player didn't move up. I guess it was like guarding the flank. He's got Sigvald as a legendary lord. Oh, great. That was a great volley. Oh, I actually didn't kill as many, but oh well. Weakening them. Yeah, Ungrim moved way back. 432 in the health department. I used my arrows to go after that Grudge Thrower. I probably didn't need to do that, but I did it. I was like, forget that Grudge Thrower. Get rid of it. I wanted them to have no artillery. I'm not going to zoom in as much. I mean, you've seen the cinematic battles. I really have to gauge if all of you like to watch me zoom in more, or if you like me to just go over the battle more. I don't really know. You can let me know. I mean, feedback is great. It's currently 6 in the morning. I'm a little bit late on my uploads, which I'm usually not, but I painted a room. I had to finish that up. I've been doing that all day. Then today I've got to install flooring and, you know, doing a few things, trying to learn new skills, do it on my own. Learn from the wise and whatnot when it comes to that type of experience, and then bam, do on my own. Hello, Ungrim. Another hit, another arrow. Not quite dead. Still trying to get there. There's another one. And then another one. 95 health. Ungrim was not doing well. I never got to fight. Now, he could have brought up Ungrim. He could have hidden him away, but he didn't do it. He's kind of tried to run away. I don't know why. Yeah, these two were like chatting. I don't know what they were doing. Just having a chat. Let's go check it out real quick in slow motion. Actually, we don't need to go in slow motion. We'll just watch the battle. I'm trying not to miss that final arrow of Carnuous. Actually, I don't believe I do that. I believe I move up my Glade Lord. Alright, we're watching for something. I'm wondering when I do it. You're back here. When do you do it? You've got tremendous range. Yeah, they use another one of those spells again. Right over here to go after the dwarf army. That probably does a lot of damage. Okay, I begin to move up my Glade Lord. So what's about to happen is very important, and I need you to watch it. I need you to watch it. Okay. Cinematic view. Let's check it out. When will it strike? I don't know. It didn't hit. 4 health left. He's nearly gone. Ungrim, what are you gonna do? Charge into combat finally? Yeah, you probably should. Arrows are flying out. The battle's been huge. I'm just watching him right now advance. What will happen to you, Ungrim? Any moment now. You shouldn't be charging into battle. What a bad idea, friend. My Glade Lord might find you. The story of Ungrim Iron Fist. A woeful tale. Boom! And he goes down. Wow! Gone! It happened quickly. 2 legendary lords dead. I've killed 2 out of 3. What's happening now? Trying to hit a hell cannon. Took out a few Chaos Marauders behind them. Only Sigvald remains. Out of ammo, I think, for a lot of them. Yeah. But I took out 2 legendary lords, but they had a lot of heroes too. We have a lord going after that Thane. They're fighting in a 1v1, kind of. But if you look at it, we're not actually winning the Balance of Power. They're winning the Balance of Power. They have more soldiers right now. Okay, Chaos Sorcerer of Fire. What are you doing? You're not doing too much. It's a Hell Cannon trying to hit more of that dwarf player. I was really shocked about how the balance played out. I thought the battles would be over quickly, but actually the battles were more interesting than usual mobs that I deal with. Or globs, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, my archer's still going after the Wood Elf. He didn't break for a while. Yeah, he didn't go after me. Only the... Oh, wow. There's a lot of dead dwarfs. Poor guy. But now I begin to use my arrows over here. I think I eventually try to go after the Sorcerer. Maybe a few other targets. I'm trying to hit a lot of the armor piercing they have. Ooh. Missed a lot of arrows. That Hell Cannon got a lot of kills. Wow. Here's Sigvald. I think I eventually accidentally hit that Lord about now, if I remember correctly. There's a duel. He's holding on. He's trying to. Alright, that dwarf player moves back. We still have a bit of time for the battle to go on. Fast forward for a moment. Just kind of get up here. It's actually a very long fight. I hit Sigvald. I do a bit of damage to him, sure. He's getting the beat down. Unfortunately, the Lord does not go on. They get him. But he's very low in health. He probably shouldn't have been so aggressive with that. I finally begin to move in my spearmen. My ally moves in a little bit. I do use a Prey of Anath Remat on that Gorby's chariot. It did go through like a group of my archers and cause them to rout. But I was able to keep them still, and I brought in my Way Watchers to go fight. Pretty goofy looking, I've got to admit. Used another spell, but fortunately I was on my heroes and Legendary Lord. Chaos will be on their way. They probably could have charged in much earlier on. The Steam Tank probably helped out over here. Force Thoughtbringer's taking some big damage. Being hit by a lot of Wood Elves here way back there. And we're heavily outnumbered by the Dwarfs. Okay, the Steam Tanks are actually great to have right now. Midland did a great job keeping things in reserve. I'm still using my Waystalkers to hit whatever I can. My goal is to potentially get rid of Sigvald. He only has 1 kill right now. I mean, he did fight a Lord for a time, but that's it. I end up killing quite a few of the dwarves by hitting them with my arrows. Oh, I didn't have a lot of ammo. To change them up, you could give them like more arrows and maybe a limit to how many times they can use their ability. That could be it. But that's what they're good for. Mobile artillery. They're not that great at melee, so I mean, there is that. I move into position. I think I accidentally moved my group by accident away a little bit after this, but then I move them back into combat once I do notice. So that ends up happening. But here's the battle as it is right now. One of my more unique ones. Midland's having a pretty tough time. We're looking at a debuff, Withering upgraded. Alright. Spellslinger's still fighting, Sigvald's still fighting. I've got my entire group still moving around. My spearmen are not getting a lot of kills. Fortunately, I've got a dwarf friend who's trying to hit this group. I think I use my arrows over here on that Thane. Find out. Oh, wow. Tore a little bit through my line, too. We killed a lot of them. We've got warriors fleeing. Boris is still going. He's pretty healed up, too, but he replenished everything he could replenish with his rune fang. I've got my archers heading into combat, trying to help out. They do have a steam tank. There's a Gorby's chariot moving through, unfortunately. Let's keep on looking now. Waystalkers, can you do it? There they go. Hit Sigvald again. Taking even more damage. Steam tank is nearly down. 55. Got through the sorcerer, who just took more damage. Just using arrows. Told you it's my assassination squad. I don't always bring them in. First time actually doing that, but I was like, hey, you know what? I want to do it. I've had some crazy games. I've had some trolly people. Not trolly, just very rude people. Very mean people to other players, and there's no need for that. Like, one dude was hostile to the host, who's called Lord Henry. He added me to friends. I was like, okay, sure. But, yeah, the guy was incredibly mean to him, whatever his name was. He might have been in this match. I think his name began with an A. I don't remember, though. But, yeah, he was very rude to a lot of people. In a previous battle that I wasn't able to show, I brought in a unique skirmishing army. I'm going to have to wait for Tokshin to actually use it. It was going very well. So, looking at all their artillery, all their range, and the guy just charged right in as wood elves, immediately into a dwarf camping spot. And he was like, "You're too slow, even for a wood elf." I'm like, dude, you do understand that I'm currently destroying them, and I need you to hold up. But now I have to wait for an actual teammate. Pubs are unpredictable. Even if they're okay, you can't really work together without talking. You just have to hope that they kind of look at what you're doing and go, okay. Alright, now I'm going after that sorcerer. Where's this Sigvald at? Is he going away? He's over here. Took a lot of damage. I have him go after, or try to go after that sorcerer. I want that sorcerer gone. Yeah, I think I ended up shooting Sigvald or something like that. He's gone now. That giant now moves in. So I think I did hit Sigvald. Yeah, he's right here. Yeah, I end up hitting him. I wish I had that little shot. That would have been funny. So that would have been 3 legendary lords. I get that giant. That's a giant gone now. I go after some dwarves who are charging in. And there's the fleeing sorcerer. We've won the battle. I didn't know what was actually preventing us from winning the battle for a time. It's like we broke everything, but didn't quite get there. Okay, now we're going after a sorcerer. I'll get you. I'm gonna touch that booty. Swiggity swooty. Get hit. 173. And down. Another one dead. Was it you? You're broken. That should have been it. Yeah, that was it. What was... Oh, okay. The Hell Cannon crew. Alright, I was wondering what was happening. I didn't actually see them. I think they were out of my line of sight. And Boris punts him across the map. Yeah, they're dead. And we won the battle after that. Let's go look at our numbers right now. Lord Henry, Fiddle, Surreal, Cerbly, Izu, and I think that was him over there. Yeah, glad we beat him. Okay, Waystalker, 70, 70, 80, 59. Oh, nearly an entirely amount of even kills. Pretty cool. They were my main killers. I killed a majority of those freaking soldiers, of those leaders, of those high-value targets. That was my goal. And this 3 versus 3, I wanted to like go after high-value targets and all of that. Anyway, later on today at 10 a.m., there's an episode, a special going up, where I play with Tokshin in a 2v2 for Warhammer Total War. We talk about the game, lore, things like that. It's a lot of fun, so check that out. And then later at 2 p.m., you'll have your Dirthu campaign, filling sated. So leave a like down below. Let me know what you think about the battle and what you thought about my weird build. And as always, until then.